Most people on Social Security are about to miss this, and it could cost them thousands of dollars before they even realize it. And the scary part, by the time most people hear about it, it might already be too late. Welcome back to Rule by Seniors. This is Rasmus, and today we're talking about something that could directly impact your monthly income in a very real way. Now listen carefully, because what you're about to hear is not a rumor. It's based on actual proposals currently being discussed by lawmakers right now. And if even part of this moves forward, it could mean up to $2,400 more per year for millions of Americans on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI. But here's the problem. Most people don't understand what's actually happening, and that's exactly why we're breaking it down. Simple, clear, no confusion. So you know what's coming before everyone else does. Now let's start with the number everyone's talking about. $2,400. Sounds big, and it is. But here's what most people don't realize. That number comes from a possible increase of about $200 per month. Now pause for a second. An extra $200 every month. Think about what that really means. That's groceries. That's your electricity bill. That's medication you don't have to delay anymore. That's breathing room. And over a year, that's about $2,400. Now imagine this. You wake up one morning, check your bank account, and instead of the usual amount, there's more. Consistently, every single month. For a lot of people watching this right now, that wouldn't just help. That would change how you live. But here's where things get serious. This increase is not automatic. It's not approved yet. And most importantly, not everyone even knows how it works. And this is where a lot of people get confused because they hear numbers like 2,400 and assume it's already happening. It's not. This is part of ongoing discussions. But those discussions are getting stronger. And the reason behind all of this, you're already feeling it. Everything is more expensive. Groceries, rent, gas, utilities, healthcare, it just keeps going up. And for people living on fixed incomes, this isn't just frustrating, it's stressful, sometimes even overwhelming. Now here's something almost nobody is talking about. The system that's supposed to help keep up with inflation might not actually reflect real life. Right now, Social Security uses something called COLA, the cost of living adjustment. It increases benefits based on inflation. Sounds fair, but here's the issue. It's based on a formula that tracks general workers, not seniors. And seniors spend differently. More on healthcare, more on housing, more on medications. The exact areas where prices are rising the fastest. So over time, people fall behind. And that's exactly why lawmakers are now looking at changing how these increases are calculated. If that happens, benefits could rise more accurately, and in some cases, more significantly. That's where this idea of an extra $200 per month starts to come in. Now pay close attention to this part, because this affects who actually benefits. First, retirees, people who worked their entire lives, paid into the system, and now depend on Social Security to survive. For many of them, this is their main income. Second, SSI recipients, people with very limited financial resources, often seniors or individuals with disabilities. This group is already under pressure. Even a small increase could make a massive difference. And third, SSDI beneficiaries, people who worked, contributed, but can no longer continue due to a medical condition. For them, this isn't extra money. This is essential. Now think about this for a second. Millions of people, across all three groups, potentially seeing even a modest increase. That impact would be huge. But here's something even more important. This isn't coming from just one change. There are multiple proposals being discussed at the same time. Some focus on increasing minimum benefits. Others aim to fix how annual increases are calculated. And some address older rules that reduced benefits for certain workers. So when you hear about that $2,400 number, it's not random. It's part of a bigger shift. Now let me give you a real-world picture. And imagine someone standing in a grocery store, looking at prices, putting items back, because things cost too much. Now imagine that same person with an extra $200 every month. They don't have to put those items back anymore. That's not just money, that's peace of mind, that's dignity. That's the difference this kind of change can make. Now you're probably wondering, when is this actually happening? And the truth is, it takes time. These proposals have to go through Congress, debates, approvals, signatures. Nothing changes overnight. But here's the key thing you need to understand. Momentum is building. Social Security is back in focus. And more pressure means more chances of change, which means this is not something to ignore. Now let's talk about what you should do right now, because this part matters more than anything. First, make sure your information with the Social Security Administration is updated. Your address, your banking details, everything. Because if changes happen, you don't want delays. Second, set up or log into your My Social Security account. This gives you direct access to your information, your payments, your updates, no guessing. And here's something a lot of people overlook. If your income increases, even a little, it could affect other benefits, like Medicaid, SNAP, housing support. So always stay aware of how everything connects. And if you've made it this far, make sure you're subscribed to Rule by Seniors, because we break these updates down in a way that actually makes sense. No confusion, no noise, just what you need to know. Now let's zoom out for a second. Because this isn't just about an increase, this is about the future of Social Security. There are concerns about long-term funding, and that's why lawmakers are exploring new ways to strengthen the system. One idea? Adjusting the payroll tax cap? So higher earners contribute more. That could help support increases like the ones being discussed. So all of this connects. It's not random. It's part of a bigger plan. Now here's the bottom line. The $2,400 yearly increase is real in discussion, but it is not guaranteed yet. And by the time most people fully understand it, things may already be moving forward. So don't ignore this. Don't assume it doesn't affect you. Because in situations like this, the people who act early are always the ones who benefit the most. If this helped you, like the video, subscribe to Rule by Seniors and turn on notifications, because the next update could be the one that directly impacts your income. This is Rasmus. Stay informed, stay ready, and I'll see you in the next one.